We're here to show you how to qualify for yet another airdrop on the Sui Network from Aftermath Finance. So if you're ready to swap, bridge, stake, LP, farm and earn a potentially huge airdrop, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button and let's dive straight into it. To begin with, a 10-second introduction into Aftermath. It is a centralized exchange but on-chain, enabling you to swap and do so much more on the Sui Network. If you would like to learn more, you can let us know in the comment section down below. But to qualify for the airdrop, we're going to launch open the app by clicking the start trading option. Once we are here, guys, you are going to need to confirm that you've got a Sui wallet of some kind. We've got the Slush wallet, which used to be known as the Sui wallet. In the future, we'll make an updated video on the Slush wallet. However, you're going to need to ensure that you've got Sui tokens. Now, you can see that I've got 79.9 Sui tokens as well as other tokens within the Sui network. What we're going to be doing is, guys, we're going to be continuing and using our Sui wallet on the Aftermath Finance protocol. So once we are logged in, guys, you can see that we are on the swapping section straight away. So we're going to break this down into a few simple steps. We are first going to open up the trading section to use swapping, DCA, limit orders, and the bridge. So to begin with, if we want to swap on the platform, which is going to probably be the most number one crucial step to qualify for the airdrop, we want to stack up transactions and build as much volume as possible. So to start with, guys, I'm just going to swap 25% of my Sui tokens into USDC to obviously build up one transaction and stack up as much volume as possible. Now, of course, this is just a tutorial and probably the aim will be to get as much as maybe $1,000 in transactional volume with at least maybe 100 transactions on this platform. That is just a wild guess, my friends, but we haven't got any confirmed information on how to qualify. But if we are, it's probably going to be through swapping, building up transactions, and obviously providing liquidity, farming, and staking. So step one, let's swap our tokens. Once you are ready, you just swap the tokens and we are good to go. That is one transaction with $71 worth of volume. If you want to swap it back, guys, you just reverse it, choose USDC up top. Next, choose an amount, confirm and swap. Guys, that is two transactions and that is of course another addition of volume to add onto our list. Next up, guys, we can now of course utilize another feature. If you want to swap into other tokens, the choice is yours. You can swap any token within the Sui network. But we're going to check out dollar cost average, and this enables you to buy into a cryptocurrency with increments. And what I mean by this, if for example you had $100 and you didn't want to buy $100 worth of Sui tokens right now, you could very simply allocate $100 to buy Sui tokens over the next 10 days. And for example, buy $10 worth every single day for the next 10 days, adding up to a total of $100. If for example, Sui was going down in price or if it was going to go up in price, you could obviously buy in slowly and mitigate some of the risks. However, guys, it's entirely up to you. But for example, if we were to use our Sui tokens to dollar cost average into another token such as Cetus, we could use, for example, $71 of our Sui tokens to, I don't know, buy Cetus every 5 minutes with a maximum of 5 orders. So for example, every 5 minutes we'll buy Sui tokens with 5 orders allocated with $71. If you wanted to change it to hours, you can do, or even days, weeks, or month. Then you would just very simply confirm it and you are good to go. Next, guys, we have got the limit orders, and this enables you to buy crypto at a target price. Now, I'm not going to do this in this video. However, if you believe that Sui, for example, is going to reach $3, you can open up an order now. So when it does reach $3, it will trigger at that price and obviously set a buy order. However, guys, you can do it for sell or buy. It's entirely up to you. You would just input the amount that you want to do and which token that you are selling. However, like I said, I'm not going to do this, but the next most important feature is using the bridge. Therefore, guys, once you are here, you can decide whether or not you want to bridge to or from the Sui network. And the great part is you have an option of layer 1s and layer 2 networks, not just including Ethereum, but you've got Avalanche, you've got Arbitrum, Base, Solana, Polygon, Optimism, and the Binance Smart Chain. Absolutely wicked range of different networks to choose from. So for example, guys, I personally believe that the best thing to do is probably bridging into the Sui network. However, the problem is you won't be able to see any transactions on your Sui wallet unless you're bridging out of the Sui wallet. So you could very simply bridge to and from the Sui network to stack up transactions and volume. But if you wanted to bridge more assets into the Sui network, for example, I could go to Base. I could very simply use my MetaMask wallet this time. I could very simply come over here and choose an amount of ETH to bridge over. Let's just say I did 0.01, and let's say I want to get it into Sui tokens. We can see I'm going to receive $17.17 worth, roughly losing around $1.05 Pretty good for a bridge which is moving from layer 2 on Ethereum to a layer 1 completely different. So if you were happy with this, guys, just bear in mind that it is going to take 20 minutes to complete, and therefore it will require some patience. But once you're ready, you confirm the bridge. It's another transaction and another bit of volume on the Aftermath Finance protocol, however not on your Sui wallet. What's next? Well, guys, that is the trading section. All in all, utilize as many features as possible. So just a quick pause with the video. As you all know, we had a subscriber milestone of 1,000, of which we promised we'd do a $100 giveaway, and we are now here to provide you with 2 lucky winners, of which will walk away with $50 each. Guys, we can see here so many entries, and we want to thank every single one of you for showing your support, hitting that subscribe button and consistently tuning into our videos. Now friends, this is not going to be the last giveaway, so make sure to have that notification bell turned on, because we'll have many more giveaways in the future. Nonetheless, let's click to spin to find out who the lucky first winner is going to be. Okay, very exciting, very exciting. It's slowing down. Who have we got? Oh, wow, we have got one winner, ABAHASD123. Congratulations, you are the first winner of the giveaway. So we are going to remove you from the list, and we are going to now click to spin for the second winner. But congratulations to the first winner. We'll be contacting you very soon. Remove. Let's go for the second winner, guys. Good luck to every single one of you. We appreciate you all. Let's see who's going to win this $50. So we have got... wow, Denise, you just about made it. 89 Mon, we are going to be messaging out to you as well. Congratulations to the both of you. We appreciate every single one of you who tuned in, like we said once again. But friends, stay tuned for the next giveaway, and once again, let's continue with the video. Next step, we are going to move on to the 5th stage, and that is the liquidity pools. And this enables us to A, earn passive income, and B, obviously help to qualify for the Aftermath Finance airdrop. Now, in my opinion, probably liquidity pools are going to be the most vital thing to qualify for the airdrop. Providing liquidity enables people to swap, and therefore, because it is a swapping protocol primarily, this will probably help you to qualify for the airdrop. So for example, we're going to pick out a nice pool, and a nice one from the get-go is this Sui to USDC pool. Now what we need to look at is the TVL and other factors, including volume and APR. The higher the TVL, the less the volatility, so please bear that in mind. Please bear in mind all of the risks behind a liquidity pool before you get involved. However, for me, because I am interested in this Sui to USDC pool, which has a TVL of $1.34 million, not bad. Volume of $144,000, pretty wicked considering all the other ones above have a higher TVL and pretty much less volume. We've got a delicious APR of 9.81%. You got me there. So let's head over to this pool, and we're going to see that we need to have Sui tokens and USDC tokens to participate in this pool. However, we haven't got any USDC, so we're going to once again head back over to the trade section, go to swap. Now we're going to swap some of our Sui tokens, or whichever tokens you like, into USDC. Therefore, I'm going to choose an amount. Let's just say we swap 2 Sui tokens into USDC. It doesn't have to be that much. It could be 1 Sui, whatever you like. It could be 1,000 Sui, whatever your budget is. So I'm going to confirm and swap and get myself some USDC tokens. I'm now going to go back over to the earn section, head over to pools. I'm now going to scroll down, head over to Sui to USDC. I'm now going to see that I've got $3.60 worth of USDC. So I'm now going to choose an amount. For example, guys, if I did the whole amount of USDC that I do have, I could now input 1 Sui, and we could see that it would basically average out to the same amount. Therefore, if I now click deposit, we'll see that I'll have a total of $7.22 deposited into this pool. You can also deposit a single asset. Therefore, if I toggle off the Sui token, you can see that we can provide USDC on its own. But of course, I want to do both tokens because I want to provide as much liquidity as possible to help qualify for the airdrop. So once you're ready, if you are ready, you click deposit, confirm transaction, and you are good to go. Now, friends, that is providing liquidity, and if you ever want to withdraw at any given time, you click the withdraw button, and as you can see, we can now click the max and click withdraw if you ever wanted to. However, guys, that is the liquidity pools section, and the next part is actually tied in with the liquidity pools, and that is by staking the LP tokens that we've just got. And this is called farming. And farming enables us to earn more yield on top of the liquidity that we're already generating. So down below, for example, if we find the Sui to USDC pool, which we can see right here, we can see that we can farm these tokens. And therefore, if we click on this, we can see all the information. Now, I'm actually already staking my LP tokens from Sui to USDC because I've done it recently, as you can see here. Here we can see that it's going to unlock in 6 days. I did it 40 minutes ago as a test. I can claim rewards whenever I want, and I can only withdraw it after 6 days. However, you don't have to do it for 6 days. As you can see, we've got our USDC to Sui LP tokens right above. We've got 1.59. You don't have to do this, guys. There are extra risks when farming your LP tokens. Please bear that in mind. We are not financial advisors. I'm not a financial advisor. We do not give any financial advice whatsoever. You must always conduct your own research and use a burner wallet if you feel more comfortable. However, if I was to input all of my LP tokens, as we can see, which is roughly $3.60 worth, down below that, we can choose a lock duration. Now, you don't actually have to lock it up. You can see that we've got a 0% APR lock boost because we haven't input any days, but it's a maximum day lockup of 6 days, which is pretty good, and it's not that long. For example, if I did these 6 maximum days, you would get 1.26% extra APR lock boost, which is pretty nice considering. If, for example, you wanted to do 2 days, you would get 0.42%. Whatever you want to do, guys, but I'm going to do the maximum amount, and I'm going to stake my LP tokens along with my other LP tokens, accumulating to a total of $10.70 worth, give or take. Now, from here, guys, if you ever want to claim your rewards, you would just very simply click claim. Once your LP tokens are obviously done with the locking, you can then unstake your tokens in order to then withdraw them back into LP tokens, and then you can withdraw your LP tokens back into your Sui and USDC tokens. Absolutely awesome. Now, if you even wanted to, you can extend your lock and generate even more yield. You can extend lock, but for now, because the maximum is 7 days, we can't add any more duration to our locking. But friends, that is the farming section as well. The last and final stage we are going to show you in this video to qualify for the airdrop is staking. Now, Sui staking is going to be extremely important for Aftermath airdrop, only because they have got their very own validator. And a validator is a node of which secures the network. And this network, I mean the Sui network. So we can see here, you can select a validator. It doesn't have to be Aftermath. It can be any of these others, but it wouldn't make sense, in my opinion, to use another one if you're trying to qualify for the Aftermath airdrop. So basically, guys, you'll see that you will earn 2.44% APY on the Sui staked tokens that you have. And there is a TVL of $35.75 million, which is very strong. So this is probably a big indicator as to how to earn an airdrop from Aftermath, and therefore the more you are able to stake, the better off you will be. Now, bear in mind there is going to be a fee if you ever want to withdraw, and therefore make sure that you are comfortable with staking your tokens because there are risks with this too. You would just choose an amount. So for example, if I chose 1 Sui, you could have 3.62 Sui staked. Now, if I click stake Sui, you can see you just have to confirm the transaction, and that would be that. We have now got ourselves a staked Sui token. I've actually staked on here before. So if we head over to the unstaked section, we can now see that I've got 1.91 Sui. So they actually do convert this into a token called AF Sui. And you can see here, if you choose to unstake it in 9 hours, there's a 0.19% fee. If you want to unstake it instantly right now, you will have to obviously choose a higher fee of 0.95%, which is still not that bad. But you might want to leave your stake tokens in here until it obviously generates some profit and more than the withdrawal fee itself. It's entirely up to you guys, but we've shown you how to swap. We've shown you how to dollar cost average, open up a limit order, bridge tokens. We've shown you how to provide liquidity, how to farm LP tokens and stake Sui tokens. Guys, that is everything you want to do. You want to focus on providing as much liquidity as you possibly can, stake as much as you possibly can, farm as much as you can, but please bear in mind all the risks associated with each action you do. You want to build up as many transactions as possible and stack up that volume on these swapping features, dollar cost average features, limit and bridge. This will help us to qualify for the airdrop, in my opinion, and therefore you just want to keep swapping. One last example, I'm going to swap some Sui tokens into Cetus. Boom, let's just say we chose, I don't know, 2 Sui tokens, getting ourselves 33.86 Cetus. another transaction and another bit of volume to stack up on our list. Friends, that is the Aftermath Finance airdrop, and as you may realize, we are covering more Sui Network airdrops because there are so many more coming to this ecosystem. This ecosystem seems to be thriving, and therefore there seems to be more opportunities than ever. So make sure to stay tuned, turn on the notification bells, because we're going to be here with more Sui Network airdrop tutorials. We've also got many more on our YouTube channel, so be sure to check those out, guys. However, we appreciate every single one of you. Make sure to follow Aftermath Finance over on X. Turn on the notification bells to stay up to date with their protocol updates and hopefully an airdrop. Friends, we appreciate every single one of you, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.